Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Chrome version 151 has arrived, which is now the latest version upgrade. And this latest release rolled out late yesterday in my part of the world on the 29th of July. Now to check we have version 151, we head to our main menu, Help, About Google Chrome. Latest version in bold is 151.0.7922.71 or 72. Either or running Windows, Mac, and Linux means your browser is fully patched and up to date. Now, Chrome version 151 at its heart and core is mainly a very important security update, because when it comes to so-called front-facing features, there's not too much going on. But first of all, focusing on the security fixes, we get 370 security fixes that have rolled out, which will also now be this week's security patch for the Chromium-based web browsers. So that's a bunch of vulnerabilities that have been patched. And once again, I think the reason for this is because these different companies now are using AI to detect and scan for vulnerabilities. So obviously there's a lot more vulnerabilities coming to the fore in regards to security issues. So just to break this down, first of all, there are no 0 days that need to be patched, which is always good news. But we do get 7 critical vulnerabilities, which is the highest ranked vulnerability that are being patched. And they are listed as mainly use after free vulnerabilities. And we get 1 or 2 insufficient validation vulnerabilities. And then we get 1 race in updater vulnerability. So 370 security fixes rolled out, and 7 of those are addressing critical vulnerabilities. So lots taking place in regards to the security side of things with version 151. Now focusing on what's new. First of all, Google Chrome 151 no longer supports macOS 12. So you must be on macOS 13 or newer to get updates now going forward. So just take note of that if you are on that platform. And then the Manifest v2 deprecation now is complete. So basically, Manifest v2 extensions are completely gone. So any remaining hidden settings or bypasses and workarounds to run old pre-Manifest v3 extensions have been fully removed. And I did post on this when 151 was still in preview in the Canary channel a couple of weeks and months ago. And now 151 has reached the stable, so that is now kicking into gear, so to speak. So only Manifest v3 now will work from now on, according to Google. So just take note of that. And then in regards to security and performance, there's a change taking place under the hood where Chrome has now replaced parts of its old, and is in the process of replacing parts of its old XML and image code, which was written in C++ with Rust, which is a more modern programming language that naturally blocks the memory security bug and bugs hackers often exploit. So that's good to see taking place under the hood. And then just a quick one to mention regarding websites. Websites that use Chrome's voice typing features can now automatically add periods and commas based on the pauses in your voice. So you don't have to say period as an example out loud, which is also nice to hear and see. And then in regards to vertical tabs, as I posted a week or 2 ago, vertical tabs are now becoming a default feature. So if you hadn't received it by now, I'm sure with 151 that your vertical tabs in the browser are now going to become a default feature, because this has been on a very slow, controlled rollout. And I did post about a week ago, actually, that Chrome's vertical tabs are finally more available, and you do not need the experimental flag anymore. That's been set to default by Google, so you don't need to enable any experimental flags to get vertical tabs working. So if you were looking out for that, then just right click on your tab strip and click on show tabs vertically, and there we go. So check that video out if you'd like some more information, but that's just a brief overview. That vertical tabs most probably is going to be pushed out now completely with version 151 if it hasn't done so already. So guys, that's it. As mentioned, a light release, but that's more or less what's new. in Chrome version 151, which rolled out late yesterday in my part of the world. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.